Welcome to another live, wild, crazy, action-packed session of Kickback Gaming. I'm your boy, Raphael.
Monye.
Your boy Peyton, I'm here, I'm chilling.
And I guess still special guest, Jay.
Special guest as fuck.
We do have our special guest today.
Want to address the elephant in the room? I know we got some video this week. We don't have enough mics, so
Hey, let me address that. I got this.
We are making it happen, Captain.
We are due making it happen, Captain. Nah,
we taking a shot?
We are taking a shot. Hold on. I just want to address some things. Either way, for this week, we're switching our days up. We're out here. We're doing what we love to do.
They may not see that though.
No, it's all good. They're not going to see it. But you know what?
The difference in the day.
It doesn't matter. We still want to connect with our viewers.
We haven't uploaded that many shows.
Pause. Either way, it will be added in. Eventually, they'll be like, they're crazy. Their first startups was crazy, but it's either way. Anyways, so we are missing two members of our show this week. Miltone and B. Hessen. They are out there pursuing their dream, trying to be male strippers, and unfortunately, we don't have them with us this week. But it's okay.
We don't have the buys like they do.
Yeah, we will add them back in next week. They will be back. They are part of the original crew, and we will be adding video this week. It's going to be very interesting. Yeah. But we're going to start our show off with a little something crazy, since we are introducing video, and you will be seeing us do this a lot. And we're not going to name any names, but we are going to take a shot in the name of Kickbackgames.
What? We just named the name.
Right?
Kickbackgames.
Kickbackgames.
I was talking about names in
I'm a little
general
too far,
of...
I got you.
Yeah, we are a little too far, but it's all right. I was talking about names in general of alcohol. God, that's rough. It's all right.
Was that what he brought?
That's what he brought.
That is exactly what I brought. I instant regret.
Hot fire, dog. Hot fire.
Super hot fire.
Super hot fire. Hot fire.
Don't worry. It puts hair on your chest.
Super hot. Super hot.
Yo, I wish B was here for this story because the Pokemon story.
Oh, yeah. We definitely discussed
we jumping right into the news.
We jumping right into the news.
There's been a lot of news this past week.
Rumors.
Well, just news in general.
Well, yeah. The Pokemon thing is rumors, but I'd have to take the bow and say I'm sorry because he was right. Like,
no, he was, and I knew he was.
What they're doing is different. I feel like they're going to integrate. So you sign in with your Nintendo Live, but. On your Pokemon Go, right? And maybe the Pokemon you catch on Pokemon Go will be on the game. That would be super dope. There's not a way to integrate that into the Switch, like have Go on the Switch.
Okay,
that's probably one way that they're trying to bring Pokemon Go back because it fell off super hard.
Now here's the thing.
But did anybody read any of the story? Any of the leaks? Did anybody see?
I'm trying to read the leaks right now.
Just the leaks as far as like the name, the rumored names, as far as just simple as the title. Whether it be Pokemon Eevee and Pokemon Pikachu.
Yeah. So what they're saying is there's two versions.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. Eevee and Pikachu.
Okay.
Like it's always been two versions.
Yeah. So Eevee, Pikachu, and I get it, and it's supposed to be remakes of what? Yellow and will feature Pikachu.
Well, it's also
remakes of Red and Blue.
Those names as well as because those are the two most popular Pokemon as far as the general population. Believe it or not.
So I feel like Yellow and Blue are going to be the comebacks, and Red is not going to be the comeback. Is that what they're saying?
But Yellow is really just a spin-off of
Blue.
Yellow and Blue.
Yellow has always been the special edition.
Yellow was always like the definitive edition of Pokemon game. So every third
like the
Pokemon
mastered
game,
version almost.
Every third Pokemon game of the specific generation was always a definitive version. So say Yellow, Sapphire, and then what was it? No, it was Crystal, and then
Emerald.
Emerald, thank you, and so on and so forth. So I think it's just the definitive edition of those two games coming together.
Big mosquito. Is that a mosquito? I can't tell.
It could be, but nonetheless, Pokemon news is exciting.
Yo, if it's a mosquito, I hope the camera catches it.
Male mosquitoes don't bite. That's what I heard. I read that somewhere. It's the females that bite you up.
All right, I'm not going to say it because y'all been pausing me all the time. All right, let me let that one go.
Did you guys see the news about the Vita games?
Oh, it's coming to an end.
It's behind you.
I'm not surprised.
The skill's behind you.
No, it's literally behind you.
The Boogie Monster is not behind me. All right, just stop.
But they're only stopping physical games in the U.S. They are still going to create physical games.
It's not under the table. It's not sucking.
Again, I'm not surprised. I think especially in the U.S., I think we're just going straight to digital games. Of course, there's still gonna be that niche of people that want physical games, but unfortunately for the PS Vita, that's going away now.
Well, I think we're going to digital games just because.
If you had a Vita, were you buying it physically anyway?
No. It's
Well,
always,
hold on. Here's the thing. We're going to digital because of the accessibility. Okay.
Yes.
At the end of the day, the breakdown is how fast can I really get this game in my hands?
Mm-hmm.
And driving to the store cost you money.
I feel like this
gas.
is basically what we've talked about. Going right into what we talked
No,
about.
we have talked about it, but for the people that maybe didn't listen to our, first, second, third, whatever we
Let's
post,
be 100.
whatever it is.
Nobody's listening to us.
Nobody's listening to us right now. And you know what? 2 years down the road, somebody's gonna be like, y'all are wild. Why did you guys say that in the beginning? I don't give a damn. Whatever. Fuck it. Don't give a damn. Either way, here's what's happening. You're wasting money driving to the store, okay? On top of that, you're wasting money on the game and then wasting money driving back home. I get that was a whole fuel cost right there. But
Pretty much.
here's the thing. It's wasted time, wasted money. You can pre-download that shit at the house, have it on the console. Don't waste any money leaving your house. You can literally sit at home in your boxes. If you're a dude, if you're a woman, in your panties, whatever it is, bra and panties. You could sit at home, do what you need to do.
You had to
All right, download the game. I had to specify. There's some
Well,
women
maybe
that don't
some
wear
women
bras.
don't like to wear bras.
No, you're
There
right,
is that free the
absolutely.
nipple movement. So I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I'll free the nipple
We
right
don't
now. What's good?
judge.
Either way,
Do not free the nipple. Do
I
not-
wasn't
don't-
gonna free the nipple. Look, pause.
Don't.
All right, roll it back. Either way, here's what's gonna happen. Whatever it is, you have to incur a cost when it comes to gaming, and it's not just the cost of gaming. It's the cost of personal time. It's the cost of going out there and wasting gas, wasting time, wasting so many precious resources.
Especially
to
people who don't
game.
like speaking to other people.
I'm jumping ahead a
People
little
that
bit.
have-
I'm jumping ahead a little
Don't
bit.
jump ahead.
I'm jumping
Don't
ahead
jump
a little bit.
Look,
'cause
I know
you're-
you're tall and you got long legs, but go ahead, jump.
You're dwelling. You're talking about the same thing for a long time.
Nah, it's because y'all keep cutting me off, but whatever.
This Call of Duty Battle Royale seems crazy.
Oh, so you seriously jumping ahead? Like
No, he's really jumping
You like
ahead.
you jumped.
Yeah.
You just couldn't hold it
Okay,
in
hold
any
on, hold
longer.
I went
huh?
to the whole second page. Like,
Let's roll that back. So you're thinking Call of Duty Battle Royale is crazy, right?
Well, let me-
Why won't you play Fortnite?
okay, here's this. I did play Fortnite. I did
Okay.
play Fortnite.
He gave it a chance.
I've won a couple of Fortnite games. Don't get me wrong. I've won Fortnite games.
For our viewers out there, my fiance and my nephew just walked in. You're gonna see them on the camera. You may not hear them. They brought us food because they are wonderful people.
I'm gonna edit that out. I'm not gonna edit that out. It's fine.
No, don't edit that out because it's gonna cut into the conversation. It's gonna create an awkward pause. You'll see it. You'll hear it.
It's fine.
Either way,
Edit.
roll it. Roll.
It's roll. We got food. We hungry.
Close that door.
Anyway, back to what we were talking about.
Well, Fortnite. I'm not
Don't
playing
put it in front of the
Fortnite.
camera. We're recording. Thank you. I'm sorry.
Right in front of the camera. Sprite for me. Thanks.
Sprizzite.
Thanks, banana.
You were saying? You played Fortnite. Thank you, baby.
And I've won a couple of games of Fortnite.
And I understand.
What I'm saying about Call of Duty is gonna be
It looks different.
No, it's fast paced.
Not that it looks different. Not that it's
But
fast
Call of Duty's
paced.
always been fast paced.
No,
that's
no,
not
no,
what
no.
I'm saying.
Fortnite is not as fast paced as Call of Duty.
Think about whose is that?
Camera, give us a couple minutes. Give us a couple minutes. We're not gonna eat on the camera.
Yeah, we're probably not gonna eat for like an hour.
We're just gonna have some random Zaxby's.
We'll play
sitting
some
on there.
games
Your buddy's
after.
back.
We'll play some games after and eat.
Rafa,
whatever.
your buddy's back.
No, but think about Call of Duty and the love that they put in their games and the
I'm gonna make love to my
the
buddy.
graphical fidelity that are in those games.
Okay.
And then take a look at PUBG, take a look at Fortnite. Though, and not saying that they didn't put hard work into those games because they did, but look at the games that. Imagine if Battlefront dropped a battle royale. I'd play that.
It makes.
I
it
wouldn't. I
makes
wouldn't.
sense, though,
It
'cause
would,
that's-
no. It would make sense. And here's the thing. Here's the reason it would make sense because it's so fast paced. It is a quick paced game that is you're not alive for too much time unless you're really good, and even then you're still really not alive. It's a
Okay.
game of there's so many people on the map doing so many things.
It's just how many kills can you get before you eventually die, which is bound to happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Every
I-
game.
I think what it is that Fortnite and
Hold on. I really just wanted to pause you to see if you pause. Keep rolling.
so Fortnite and
Asshole.
PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds.
I'm a dick.
Listen, Fortnite and
The Battle Royale
PUBG.
style.
No, PUBG. So
Okay.
Fortnite and PUBG have been startups. They're technically indie games,
And they're still in beta.
and they're still in. Well, no, PUBG is not in beta.
PUBG is not in beta anymore, but they still have test phases.
Fortnite's technically early access is what they call
Yeah,
it.
so okay.
That is technically beta,
So
and
Call of-
PUBG
so-
is still in test phases,
Call of
although
Duty-
they've gone alpha.
So Call of Duty Black Ops 4's Battle Royale is a AAA Battle Royale now.
Absolutely, and that's going to be the first
So they have-
AAA battle royale that we have.
So they have that budget, they have that audience, and they have the resources to be able to consistently update the game for their their version of battle royale.
and but they have the money to do it.
That's
And
what I
here,
just said.
and no, and I get that, but having the money to do it is something
Different,
different.
exactly.
Because PUBG and Fortnite, while we may have seen these developers before, and we may have seen, this style of gameplay and other things in like not a beta, but just like early stages, we're breaking down to these things have been around for a year,
Yes,
at least minimum a year. I could be wrong. It could be a little longer
it's a
than a
little
year
bit
and a
longer
half.
than a year for PUBG at least. that I
PUBG's
know
been out
of.
for a year and a half. Fortnite came out and they rocked the scene, not because they charged for the game, but because they were free.
Right.
Well, at first
And-
they
and
it
that's
was
what
like
the
a
stronghold
second.
was.
It's not that it's free. I want
It's
everybody I want
cartoony?
everybody to pay attention to. I feel like Call of Duty, and I could be wrong. Definitely let me know if I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
But if I want Call of Duty to take that money that they have that Fortnite doesn't have and PUBG doesn't
And
have,
it will
put it in the game and make something better, because we've seen Battle Royale and we know that it's dope.
No, it is dope.
But what else can it give us? Because I don't think the mode's going to be exactly the same. What they've said,
Absolutely
it's
not.
not going to be.
I think it's going to have to start off with being co-op. Like, I think you
They're
can't
gonna-
do single player.
They're
with
going
this
to
at
have
all.
Battle Royale
air
is-
vehicles. They're going to have air, water,
Yeah.
and land vehicles.
Well, here's the
like-
thing. Hold on.
And they also said, wait, they said that they're going to take the maps from all the other Black Ops games and make one big giant
And that's
map.
crazy. That is absolutely
crazy.
crazy because some of the Black Ops maps are insane. Like, the reason I really got into Call of Duty was because of the fast-paced shooter action. Yes, great, wonderful, but it evolved into something else. It became zombies, and that was what personally,
Oh no,
myself,
those zombie modes look kind of dope for these new
some of
ones
the
that they
zombie modes have gotten
It
great.
is on Titanic.
added. Yo, that one and then the
The moon
gladiator
map.
one.
No, hold on. The moon map. What is it, like the Aztec, Mayan, whatever jungle map. You had what was the it started with an M. It was like a real simple map, and they had God damn it, I can't
I
remember.
can't remember, to be honest with
What
you.
about the
they
one
just-
that looked like
I
it
was
set in,
never,
like, the
I was never
60s
really
or
a fan of
whatever?
zombies like that, but I do want to point
The
out
snowstorm map. The
Treyarch-
snowstorm map with the lighthouse. That one was legit.
Yeah,
Where you
I
had the
can't remember-
boat.
I can't remember the name
Oh,
of it. I
that
never
one was
played. I
great.
never really played zombies like that.
I can't remember the name of it, but that was a wonderful
Majority of the time
map.
it's
that was
DLC though now, or like you have to
Everything
pay for
has
it.
become DLC, and I think games have gone a long way from what they used to be. We have DLC, we have the breakdown, we have everything that you got to pay for. And it's like, hey, here's a mini burger and 17 other mini burgers that go with it.
I
take
just
it,
want to
buy
go
it,
ahead
cool.
and commend Treyarch for basically taking over Call of Duty, because originally Call of Duty was made by Infinity Ward, and unfortunately, what happened with Vince Zampella and Jason West,
Busted.
with their leaving, and then senior management leaving with them as well, Infinity Ward has basically taken a step back, and Treyarch has stepped up. So
They have.
with this, I have the utmost confidence in what they're trying to do with Battle Royale, and I especially love the fact that they're reaching back all the way to World at War in terms of the Black Ops storyline, to integrate characters from World at War all the way up to Black Ops 3.
And World at War was an amazing game.
Yes, I agree. Well, it doesn't get the credit that it deserves, but because everyone recognizes Black Ops 1, but World at War is a part of the Black Ops 1 storyline.
And many games don't get the credit that they deserve because many gamers aren't out here speaking, and we didn't have this technology back then that we did now to really push, these ideas and these opinions that we have nowadays.
World at War definitely brought me in the Call of Duty. Brought me back for
Absolutely.
sure. World at War, Modern Warfare, those were two big games that brought me back definitely into the fold. But let's move forward a little bit. I want to.
I mean, you're gonna talk to me about what 5 ways?
Well, hold on, real quick.
Gone?
How are we feeling about the story being gone? Personally, I haven't played a Call of Duty story since Black Ops 2.
I have.
I haven't really played a story.
I haven't bought the last 2 Call of Duty games, but every time I buy them, I play the story. Not because of anything, but because of the fact that if I buy a game, I give it the credit of playing the story.
Do you do what I do, where like if I buy a Call of Duty game, I play the story and I don't touch
game?
Huh?
A Call of Duty game.
Call of Duty.
Wait, Call of Duty?
Call of Duty. No, Call of Duty game, and I don't touch multiplayer until I finish that story.
I do that. I do that too.
I do that all the time, and I don't know. You did come up with some numbers, some factual numbers as far as percentages, as far as people ending up actually finishing the story altogether, and they were actually pretty depressing. But at the same time, I don't know. I guess I'm just more opinionated and biased about it, where I feel like the story is worthwhile. It ends up visually, and the actual story and plot gets pretty good that I end up playing it myself.
I agree with you on that point. I am also one of the few people, according to the numbers, that play the Call of Duty storyline. And from my perspective, I think of why call it Call of Duty 4, Black Ops 4, and not have a story along with that.
You're shitting me.
Yo! Alright, so just for all our viewers out there, apparently we thought we were recording, but our cameraman is a piece of...
Video-wise, we weren't recording.
He's a complete
No, we're
idiot.
recording.
No. Video.
Audio.
Video-wise, we weren't recording.
No, video-wise.
Yeah.
We were recording.
No.
It stopped?
It stopped.
What?
Why did it stop?
I think it's because the AC adapter shit.
Alright, well...
Alright, well, anyways, continuing on.
Bring it back. What about the video?
1 week without it.
So hold on. Gotta pause that. We do apologize. We said we were doing a video recording. Unfortunately, we are not, because we are not prepared for this shit, because we are
newbies.
So
we are noobs.
does that mean that I can eat now since they can't see us?
Man, go ahead and eat. Do
Absolutely. Bring that food over here.
Brent, bring that food over here, Roy. Hey, but don't be talking with your mouth full, though.
All right, so like I was saying,
let me get your shot
I don't see why they brought in the Black Ops 4 name if they're not going to have a story with it, unless it's only just to have that audience that knows the Black Ops storyline. So with that being said, I think it's just a money grab for it to be called Black Ops, and I personally don't like that.
I don't know if it was a money grab to call it Black Ops. I don't know that I would say
That's
that.
racist. Why is it got to be black? Why can't it be white?
I think you know if you're making a game, right? You're making a Call of Duty. Just because it doesn't have a story, because what if they never go back to story? Does that mean they can't call anything Black Ops ever again?
Yes, basically, because Black Ops would mean...
Is that teriyaki?
I don't know.
You better smell it and let me know if it's mine, boy.
No, this is the...
I had chicken fingers.
So anyway,
do you think?
Hold on.
Chicken fingers.
Either way, we gotta keep this sound rolling. Keep it rolling.
So
that's mine.
With that being said, Black Ops. If the Call of Duty game is called Black Ops, it would be.
It would follow the story.
It would follow the story. It would be giving into the story that's already set. But if you're using Black Ops just for the people to know the name and to sell your copies, then I think
that's a cop out.
That's just a cop out. To be honest with you.
No, it's always going to be a cop out. It's not. At the end of the day, it's a business. It's not a let's do this for everybody. In the beginning, you do this for everybody. At the end, it's business. It's money. It's revenue. If you can't generate, how do you expect to be successful as a business? How do you expect to continue to put out for your fans and everybody else? And that's what the breakdown is.
No. Call of Duty will always sell no matter what.
No.
No
Call
matter
of
what
Duty
it's
will
called,
always sell.
No matter what it's
Absolutely
called.
right.
So you should be able to call it something else.
No. That has nothing to do with it because you know the name sticks.
Hold on.
All right, hold on. No. Here's the breakdown. Tell me if I'm right or if I'm wrong. Marvel sells because of the name. Marvel will sell no matter what because of the name.
No.
Please, prove me wrong. Give me.
To be completely honest, I would say the weakest Marvel movie that is out there right now is Ant-Man, but it was still worth watching. And I don't completely agree with you.
It's not that it's still worth watching. It's sold because it is a Marvel movie.
What I'm saying is, Call of Duty. I had a brain fart. I don't know what I'm saying.
I'm being so loud on the mic. I'm so sorry.
You using both of those?
Oh hell yeah!
Oh hell yeah!
Look, if you live in the South and you eat Zaxby's, you a player. Player. All right.
Hey, if y'all ain't never had Zaxby's, you're tripping.
Not just tripping, you trash.
Tripping.
Garball.
Hold on, they just got me wings. I hope there's fries in here.
I think
I'll eat somebody's fries. Don't play with me.
Call of Duty.
Call of booty.
Call of booty.
Call of Duty is a lot of things to a lot of people. I don't think the story necessarily matters. And remember last week we were talking about how you play to your hardcore. You play to the people. You play to the people that play. You play to the people that play your game. You make games to the people that play your game. Remember that conversation?
No, and that makes absolute sense. You play to the people that play your game. But here's the breakdown on that.
Wait. Why would we ridicule Treyarch for making a game
to the people that play their game?
Their fans. For the people that play their game. Hey,
you're always supposed to appeal to the people that's been there with you or are currently playing.
Here's multiplayer because we know that's what you want. And here's Battle Royale because we know that's popping right now. So here it is. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. But you don't need story mode because you never played it to begin with.
I'm not going to agree that. What was the breakdown on story mode? Hold on. What was the breakdown on story mode percentages? I think you said what, 4%?
It was like 4%. It was like 24% of people that played
completed what? Black Ops 1?
Got the trophies because they can track that because it's easy. You get a trophy for beating the story. They can track that. So it was like 24% of the total people that played Black Ops 3 on Xbox completed the game.
Okay. So what was Black Ops 2? What was the percent on that?
Exactly. Time out. Black Ops 3 story was trash, in my opinion. Black Ops 1 and 2, I want you to look up those numbers.
No, I would love to know those numbers. And here's the thing. Black Ops
and reviews. 1, look up the numbers reviews.
No. Reviews can always be biased. Reviews will always be biased. It's not a breakdown of whether or not reviews, what substance they have or what they carry. It's everybody's personal or professional opinion or however you want to break it down. You know, we could break that down into IGN. You said this the other day. It doesn't matter what the review is. It matters who is reviewing it and what they like to play, because at the end of the day, a review is only as strong as how unbiased the person reviewing it is.
I think that's a whole.
That's a whole other conversation. So hit me with those numbers. I would like to know what they are. I would love to know what they are.
I'm looking it up, but before I look it up, I want to just pop us off on the next couple of stories.
Days Gone.
Yeah, Days Gone.
Hit me with the 5 ways into why Days Gone is different from other open world games. I really want to know about that.
Days Gone looks so interesting to me, man. And I'm burnt out on zombie games. I'm so burnt out. But they're saying that
I think everybody is.
They're gonna have more focus on the main story, which Last of Us did.
I mean, you can watch The Walking Dead. It'll give
a matching tone for story and gameplay. Last of Us did that. More difficult than you might think. Last of Us did not do that. Last of Us was not difficult.
Hardest difficulty.
Last of Us was not difficult.
Talk to me about hardest difficulty.
Last of Us was not difficult. I don't know what
you're talking about.
The bike is a big deal. So
I mean, if you get caught by a clicker, then that's it sometimes. But other than that,
and they have hordes. That's completely no games. No games have had hordes.
Walking Dead.
But those are the 5 things.
Well, as far as like hordes in general,
who had hordes?
Well, you got to specify when you say hordes.
Left 4 Dead 1, Left 4 Dead 2.
I didn't play those.
That's your problem.
You're trash, bro. How did you not play those?
I don't have a whole lot to say about Days Gone. I'm really excited to see what it really brings to the table. we're just regular people. We haven't played any early access or anything. I'm just going off what other people have said and a bunch of stories that I've
I mean,
read.
you guys have seen this too. If you haven't, I mean, we're just giving you the news and our opinions about it.
Look,
Pretty
either
Absolutely,
way,
absolutely.
I don't watch a podcast because somebody's telling me the news. I watch a podcast because I want to hear somebody's opinions and what the hell they think about something.
I think Days
And whether
Gone.
or not I like it.
I think Days Gone is gonna be fire. From that first original E3 trailer that they showed, the
What was
way
that,
those
like last year, or year before that?
the year before last, they showed
before last.
those zombies climbing up the wall like
World War Z.
like
Like World War Z,
Yeah,
exactly.
World War Z, and that was so crazy. My mic just fell on me. That was so crazy. I couldn't believe that I seen some zombies coming at that man like that.
Why
He
don't we
was
have
just-
video for that? Damn it.
Man, we should have had some videos, but I'm gonna get that right next week.
Mario Tennis. What do you think?
Wait,
Coming to
wait.
Switch?
Okami 8. Did anybody here play
No,
Okami?
no. Roll it back. Mario Tennis. We'll talk about Okami in a second. Mario Tennis.
I'm gonna have that on Switch. Absolutely, day one.
Wait, Mario Tennis it's the which one is it? Like, 'cause
The,
they got a
the
couple
newest one they're
modes.
coming out with. The demo. They have a demo coming out.
Aces? Mario?
I can't
Is
remember
it
the
a
name.
port?
No.
No. Okay.
New game.
I don't really know
Hold
much
on.
about
Let me
Nintendo.
look it up. Let me look it up because
Jay, I think that's our job. I think that's our job in your
Yeah,
life.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Our job in your life is to get you to play some Nintendo games.
and break outside of your
Get out of that
shell.
Xbox, PlayStation, PC world and play some Nintendo games.
Aces.
Well, the reason I was
Aces.
asking is because they also have that Mario Tennis where it's like
What
an
did
RPG
you play
style.
growing up? What
Hey! It was Mario Tennis Aces.
what did you
by the way.
played Nintendo growing up? So you don't just
Horny
love
ass bitch.
Mario?
No. I'll tell you why. I sucked at Mario. I never got past the first world on Mario.
Okay,
Ever.
look, I don't think I would tell anybody that just for starters.
Keep that to yourself, dog.
I'm sorry, but I never got past the world on Mario.
I really think I wouldn't have told anybody that. I don't think I would have told
Judge me.
anybody that.
Crucify me, but I never got past the world on Mario.
We do apologize for our technical difficulties. We do have to remove this guest from our show today for not playing Mario. It's Aces,
It's
by
so
the way.
it's so funny when you run into somebody that was like a Sega kid, and you tell them like, "Yo, let's play Mario," and they fucking can't.
And they fucking can't.
You know who's like that?
Who?
Dante.
Oh no.
Dante was a
no,
Dante.
no.
So wait. Dante was a Sega kid, and his wife was a Nintendo kid. So when they come over and hang out with me and my wife, we'll play Nintendo or something. He'll like play Super Nintendo. And he's trash. I'm like, dog, what's up? He's like, I played Sega.
Okay, I will say this though. That shit was hard, man. Growing up playing Nintendo was really difficult, and I feel like we've gotten away from how
I've never
difficult
beat Jungle
games are.
Book. I got to level 3 and couldn't
It's
beat it.
so broken. It's so broken. God, hit me with that Okami.
Mario Tennis. Mario Tennis coming out.
No, Aces. Aces coming out.
Oh, that's what we were just talking. I'm drunk. My bad.
Ah, Jesus Christ. All right. Apparently, we've all been drinking enough, but these guys are drunk.
Did
By the
you
way,
not? Did you
Hey.
not play the one that was on Game Boy Advance, the RPG one?
Okami?
No,
Or-
the Mario Tennis.
No,
The-
I didn't.
Hey. I need y'all to not chew so much into these damn mics. I know you guys are hungry, but goddamn, I can hear
So
you guys.
delicious.
All right. Goddamn. Get some Zaxby's in your life. I'm serious.
Okami HD. Anybody here play Okami?
I played Okami on Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Either way, it's an arcade. Hey.
Hold on. Real quick. Okami, one of the best games ever released on PS2. If you didn't play it, you are doing yourself a disservice. Okami is one of the best. It's like you're a wolf and you're a god, and you came down to Earth to like rectify some issues.
So you're a god wolf
You're a god wolf
or a wolf god?
in like Japan.
Which one
And
is
so
it?
like your power is to like draw so they basically give you a brush and you can draw on the screen. And whatever you draw happens. That's your power. So you draw like a tornado, it happens. You draw some wind. Or I could be misspeaking, but he's got a bunch of powers like that, and it makes it really, really fun. But I thought it would have been really good on the Wii U because of the gamepad and the ability to touch the screen, and they brought it to the Wii U. But they're bringing it to Switch, which is really interesting because the Switch has a touchpad too. So it has a touch
and
screen,
again, they're
too.
bringing it to Switch because Switch is sold so
Switch
much
is
more.
popping.
It's so popular.
Man, I think I put a list in here. Switch is eating up real estate on some of these games.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I think it was Ubisoft put out some data this week. Like the year before, Nintendo they weren't, Ubisoft wasn't on Wii U. They refused to sell anything on Wii U. Then they
Water? Oh, shot time. Yeah, no, I'd love to pour these two guys shots. Either way,
Ubisoft was they were on but I think Switch has grabbed up like 7%.
I
No,
get
he's
next
good.
round.
He's
I get
good.
next
He's
round. I
good.
get next round.
He's good.
Next round.
He
Next
might fall
round.
asleep.
I think
with a love
Ubisoft.
sack.
I think
Hey, pause real quick. If for any of our viewers out there, if you know what love sack is, you're awesome. If you don't know what a love sack is,
why are you talking about that right now?
hold on, no. I gotta say it because of a story that I will talk about later. A love sack is a 4x6. Well, this is the size that I have. 4x6 memory foam filled beanbag. You will fall asleep in that bitch no matter how hard you try to fight it.
It's not like the '90s beanbag. This is like
Look, this ain't no big
Tempur-Pedic,
joke.
but in beanbag form.
This ain't no big joke. Go buy one. Go sit in one. You're going to love it. Roll it back.
Let's skip the E3 story for now. I think we should
No,
talk
no,
about
no.
that.
E3 should be at the end.
I think we should talk about that a little bit later.
E3 should be at the end.
Blast Blue dropped a little bit of a trailer of their next thing. I don't think anybody here plays fighting games, and my brother's not here today, so I don't think anybody.
We don't
here,
have our fighter.
I don't think anybody here has played Blast Blue. There was a drop. Ryan Clements puts out the drop every
Okay.
week about the games coming out for the week at PlayStation. It's called the Drop. I've been following him for a long time since he was at IGN. We got a couple of games that I think look decent. We got Wizard of the Legend coming out on PlayStation, but I'm probably gonna get it on Switch instead.
I think I'm going to get that on the PC, strictly because I have some PC friends.
You need a Switch.
I'm getting a Switch, best believe, and I'm pretty
Hitman
sure.
looks good.
I'm pretty sure you know exactly why I'm getting the Switch, but
Animal Super Squad's coming out. A Semblance
no, that's not
Oversight.
amazing.
Azure Reflections. Dragon's Crown Pro. That's on PS4 only, I think. Flynn Freckles. Forgotten Annie. Fox and Forest.
It's
Goner.
Forgotten Anne.
Hitman Definitive Edition. I think Horizon Chase Turbo. That actually looks.
It looks kind of interesting. It's like a racing game inspired by the great hits of the 80s and 90s.
Yeah,
By like Top Gear and Rush.
Little Witch
Yeah.
Academy. Chamber of Time. I'm not a fan of that anime. I haven't watched it yet though, so I'm not really. I can't say yay or nay on that. I need to watch it. Magic Knight Grand Charion. I don't know what that is, but I might play that too. It looks cool. Omen Sight. I saw a video of that, and that looked really, really, really cool. I'm trying to get more into the indie space. I feel like I'm missing out on a lot of really good games because they're not AAA, and I go through this dry spell of waiting for AAA games, and I could just be playing these indie games.
And I think that we've collectively played, myself, Raphael, P, and Monier. We've played a lot of indie games over the years because we are a group of gamers that has played together for a long time. We've played many indie games that we have found interesting.
Absolutely.
And I don't want to say that we've shed away from AAA games or indie games. I think most of it has become most of it has become just we become accustomed to AAA games. You know, it's something that we look at and we're like, hey, you know, this looks really cool. The advertisement's great. The marketing's great.
But there's breaks. Like AAA games don't come out all the time. So what do you do in between that? You play some indies. You play some AA. Play some single A games.
No, and indies are very popular right now. I think that indies are an interesting.
I think we're oversaturated. I think we're oversaturated for sure with indies because there's
so many good ones.
There's hella trash.
No, that's what
on the PlayStation Store and Xbox Live.
Oh, definitely.
There's hella trash.
That is an understatement.
So you have to be able to sift through the garbage and find the diamonds in the rough because those are the games you should.
You know what the hard part about that is? Having to download a game and actually play it and find out if it's the right fit for you. Because, you know, we played what was that tower defense game that we played? Orcs.
Orcs Must Die.
Orcs Must Die.
Unchained.
It was such a weird game. It was such a fun game, and
We
that's
enjoyed it.
not a AAA game, but we enjoyed it.
Yep.
Now, you know, end game or long game, it's not a fun game because you have to put so much work in for something that doesn't need that much work. But it was enjoyable for the first couple weeks that we played it.
Well, yeah, it's definitely a pick it up, play for like maybe an hour, if that, and then we go on to the next thing. But it's the fact that we have that at our disposal makes it that much better.
Speedrunners is another. I don't know if it's indie. Is it?
It
indie?
is.
Oh, it's definitely
absolutely.
indie, and it's definitely a game worth picking up.
I know a game that you guys haven't played, Shovel Knight, and I'm fucking
No,
disappointed.
Shovel Knight's great.
I'm
Shovel
fucking
Knight's
disappointed.
great.
From what I've heard, they said it should have been a AAA game, but I was like,
It should have been,
one of
but
the
you know what?
best games of 2015. And every time I get the chance to buy it, guess what? I buy it. I buy it every time I see it
they
somewhere.
had the what is it the other half?
I've bought it on
2 more DLCs or whatever.
Listen, the
They got a
DLC is
bundle for
free.
that?
The DLC is free. If you bought the game, you have it. You have the DLC.
You
It's
sure
all
about
Kind of
free.
like Witcher
Yes.
with the
Yes.
Red Edition. If you
Yes.
bought it, you have the DLC.
You know what's crazy? I was thinking about Witcher the other day. I was like, I should play
I've
that.
bought that thing on PS4, Vita, Switch, anywhere else it comes to. I'm buying it. If I have it, I'm buying it and playing it again. I love that game. Has any of you guys heard of the Road to Greatness? You guys know what that is?
Yep.
Basically, PlayStation goes around the country to certain places, and they show you all the shit they have. They just like bring an 18-wheeler, and you can go and like sit in their 18-wheeler and play VR and all that shit. And they brought it out last year for the first time, and they're bringing it out again for 2018. I just thought it was something we should touch on. They're going to they're not coming here to Atlanta.
I wish they would.
I wish
really
they would
do.
too. But
God.
they're going to Wisconsin, Ohio, Arizona.
I definitely want us to eventually be able to go to things such as that, or just
No, and
conventions
I think
ourselves.
that'll be, an eventuality of the
going-
situation.
Yeah, but they're going to Wisconsin, Ohio, Arizona, Kansas City, Milwaukee, Washington, D.C., Pennsylvania, and Indianapolis. Those are the cities they have planned.
Now, by the way,
I know I've seen podcasts sway them one way or another, or go to where they are and just have like a rally there. I know we're not there yet, but
hey, one day.
a dream.
You never know.
A dream.
You never know. One day we can get there.
Definitely a dream.
Speed Brawl. Coming to Switch.
Speed Brawl. That was just anything Switch. Just
With you guys, I feel like you guys are so biased right now
Just some
on Switch.
transparency here for our viewers,
Nah, man.
or anybody that listens to us or watches us. I love the Switch. We love the Switch here for everybody that has a Switch, and anything that comes to Switch, I buy it. I buy it because it's so easy to play. Like you can just pull your. I have my Switch at work. I take my Switch to work every day with me, and on my break, whenever I get a spare 10, 15 minutes, I pull my Switch out and I play it.
Hey, I'm a father now. Okay, I've got a 6-month-old daughter, and I'll tell you, that Switch does not leave my side. It stays in my backpack. I got diapers. I got formula. I got everything I need for my daughter. But you know what's right behind all of that? The Switch. And the reason is I can play it whenever I need to, whenever I want to. If I got, an extra 20 minutes, 30 minutes, I will pull it out. I will play it, and I love it. For that, I'll play it for that fact, because I can't bring my PlayStation everywhere. I can't bring my Xbox. I definitely can't bring my PC. That's a whole nother one right there. Okay. I'm not getting that type of power. I'm not bringing the monitors. I'm not bringing the mouse and the mouse pad. Forget it. But I can bring my Switch.
Yeah, we're definitely moving a little fast this week. There's a lot of news. This was a packed week.
Busy week.
But somebody put I didn't put this net neutrality in here. Who put that in there?
I
The what?
think that was
Oh, no,
actually
that was me. That was
Raphael.
me.
I was going to put that in there. He beat me to the
I didn't
punch.
see. I did hear about it. I know that
It's a step in the right direction.
It's a step in the right
not
direction, but I
necessarily-
think it's still gonna get. I think it's still gonna get denied because it still has to go to Trump. It still has a long way to go before they can actually repeal what they already did, and I just don't have high hopes that it's gonna get changed.
And I don't have high hopes. But
And,
here's the
and
thing.
even before that, it still has to go to the House of Representatives as well. So the Senate is the only people that have actually repealed that.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. Here's the thing about net neutrality. If we're gonna walk down this road, it's a dangerous road, because no matter which way we break it, the only thing that's gonna save us is keeping it the way that we have it now.
I think the problem is the people that voted on that are not publicly elected officials. So
so they can do whatever the hell they
they
want.
can do whatever the fuck they want to
Absolutely.
do.
And because there's no repercussions that come to them. Like,
Yeah.
we can't vote them out.
We can't vote them. Nothing. Nothing.
We can't
It's
touch them.
bullshit. It's bullshit. I mean, I don't really want to.
So I'm pretty sure somebody's in their back pocket,
I don't even think that would. I think You know what's crazy? I think when people think stuff like that, when people decide to do stuff like that, they really believe in it.
Well, I'm just saying because there's no other reason for them to, get rid of net neutrality. I mean, what other beneficial gain would they have?
They have
Money.
their reasons.
That's what I'm saying. It's money in their back pocket. So that's that's the only thing that I can really think of as far as to why they got rid of it. Because I mean,
here's
why
what
else
messes
would
me up about that? We used to be a country that was based on, pride, self-sacrifice, the things that we did, what we put in to get out. Now it's bottom dollar.
Let's not even.
No. You're right. Let's not get into that.
Let's not even go there. This is not the podcast for that. Maybe we'll make a show if we get popping enough to make a show and talk about how we really feel about what's going on in the world. But
anyway,
to touch on that to touch on it real quick. Why does people keep shooting schools up, man?
Oh no! That's a whole other podcast.
What are they doing?
You know what? A friend of mine, he sent me
right now,
yeah,
right?
Santa Fe.
Santa Fe. 10
Basically,
dead,
they have more shootings in the schools than they do in the military.
Look,
man,
pause.
We're not gonna go there. We're not gonna go there.
I'm sorry.
You
brought me there, and I was about to
go.
I was about to start running with it.
They're supposedly announcing.
I did kill 10 people in Call of Duty.
All right, cool. That was a bad.
He was like, I feel like I should have gotten a medal just for getting through.
That was terrible. But they are bringing
my bad. My KD is 0.24.
Another bad transition. They are announcing another Battlefield shortly. I think it's in the next couple of
years.
Yeah. You said they're ruining it.
I think Trevor Noah is announcing that shit.
Hold on.
And I love Trevor Noah. I think Trevor Noah is dope.
EA took over?
EA's not on Battlefield.
I'm sorry. I was thinking Battlefront. I've been drinking.
They're publishing.
I've been drinking.
They publishing that?
I'm not gonna say the
EA
Beyonce
has
version of
always
that.
been the publisher of.
You're right.
No, he has. He has.
I'm drinking.
I was totally thinking Battlefront. I was gonna say before EA took over Battlefront, they had what?
Hey, Monia, you're the only one that's sober, dog. Take over the show.
Take over the show.
Take over the show.
I was about to say I'm the best opportunity we got.
They are not cut off. They are not cut off. Monier's looking at his food, all right, not his iPad. I'm just busting your balls, boy.
Nah, but that has always been under EA, and the rumors still haven't been confirmed of it being a World War II game, but Battlefield has always been a game that anyone has access to on consoles, well, except for the first one, but
if you have enough money to buy it.
$60.
It's a AAA, bro.
It's a AAA game.
It's $60?
It's always been $60.
So for
always
these
been
12-year-olds, 14-year-olds that don't have money, that don't have jobs, it's affordable.
Yep.
For these guys that maybe, I don't know,
You're getting off topic.
lost their jobs, it's affordable? Nah. Don't hit me with that
But
shit.
I think that was a dig.
Me personally, I'm looking forward to the Battlefield 5, what they called it, Battlefield V, whatever you want to call
I'm
it.
just trying to relate.
And
okay.
reveal is going to be May 23rd, and rumors all point to a World War II setting following, I guess, Call of Duty World War II, but Call of Duty World War II followed Battlefield 1, which was World War I, so...
it was a huge hit when they did that for a lot of people.
Yep.
And
I won't flex. I secretly have always felt like Battlefield was the better game out of them and Call of Duty. But the barrier to entry, the skill curve,
the skill level,
it's high.
It's
unforgiving.
It's
unforgiving.
fucking high. Like Call of Duty, you can get in and get your ass beat a couple of times, but you get some kills, man. You can go in Battlefield,
and it's so fast paced.
You can go in Battlefield and not get a kill for 30 fucking minutes.
And it's like Fortnite and it's like PUBG.
You can go in Battlefield and get your ass beat for 30 minutes.
You running for a minute, trying to get to the action. As soon as you get there, somebody pop you in the head,
you get sniped.
It's the worst feeling. It's the worst feeling,
bro.
So
Battlefield's got a real high barrier to entry.
But it feels more natural as far as you actually feel like you're there in that war zone, and whatever you do affects what happens in that game.
Yep, I felt like they've always had better. The feel of their guns have always been better. Mm-hmm. The sound has always been better.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And I feel like the gameplay has always been more realistic than Call of Duty. It gives you a more realistic feel of how combat is. And Call of Duty's Call of Duty's a twitch shooter. Like people don't move that fast. People don't do those things.
No, you're right.
And Battlefield doesn't have any power ups. They don't have. It's literally, yo, I see you. I'm finna kill you.
I was gonna say actually they do have power ups. It's called Mountain Dew, Code Red.
That was Call of Duty.
Yeah, that was definitely Call of Duty.
I
Call of
thought
Duty.
Call of Duty was
with
voltage,
the
bro.
with the
Voltage.
Doritos. With the
Call of
Doritos.
Duty did the codes in the Mountain Dew. State of Decay.
Oh, hold on, roll it back.
Hold
roll it
on,
back. You
hold
passed
on.
something, big boy.
No, I didn't. I
Well,
passed
Destiny
Call of
2?
Duty. We already talked. Destiny.
Destiny
Destiny
2's
2.
roadmap.
I can't talk about
I
Destiny.
looked at that roadmap, son, big fella. I looked at it. It's not appealing to me.
Hold on.
I can't talk
It's-
about Destiny because they already put that. If that's the same roadmap that they put out a couple months ago, I don't care.
No, it's not.
I don't care about it.
This dropped what?
Let
3 days ago.
Let me pull it up.
May 16th, buddy.
Let me pull it up and see what they talking about.
Exotic armor upgrades.
Because Destiny is not doing it for me.
It doesn't have to do it.
So
Excuse me.
the cap is 380 right now. I think as far as
I'm 330.
I'm
still think?
342 right now.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. I was playing this morning and it kind of felt good.
Josh.
As far as the Crucible,
Destiny,
that's it.
because I played Destiny for so long, it feels good to play the game. It feels good to be in
Why
that
not?
world. But I
you
can't
got it.
flex and say that I'm not in a rush to get to
That's
the
some
end game
LDS shit,
because
bro.
I don't want to be disappointed.
Applaud.
I don't want to be disappointed. Like I just don't want to finish playing the game because I don't want it to happen. I don't want
You don't want it to end.
Yeah. I just don't want it to happen to me. Like I love Destiny. I love Destiny, man. I love it so much. And I don't want them to break my heart again. And it broke my heart. It
You know what?
broke
I'll
my
let
heart.
that happen.
You know what kills me? I read this entire roadmap. They talked about exotic armor upgrades, first
That
year
was-
stuff.
that was
right?
pretty much
Hold
it.
on. All right. They talked about raid layers, prestige raid layers.
Bring us a new
already-
raid.
Yeah.
Fuck.
We already had prestige mode. All right.
Yeah, they're just
And they talked
just
about
emphasizing.
Crucible Labs.
Now, can
Doesn't
you
matter.
Explain
It
that
doesn't
to
matter.
me.
No.
Explain that. Explain the Crucible Labs.
Crucible Labs will give you access to 2 experimental PvP contents. All right, and the reason that may or may not be relevant is because Rocket League has experimental labs. So whatever it is they're thinking of doing, they're going to pretty much take anything you can and can't do and throw it in and say,
So-
hey, this is our experimental lab for Destiny. Fuck it up.
So it's Rocket League. It's Rocket League Labs.
Okay, so it's
It's
like a
Rocket
it's like
League
a
Labs
so,
of
it's,
Destiny. Hold on. Let's roll that back.
No.
so it's not
They
like
took-
customizable. It's not for us to customize. It's more for them to customize.
It's
and
more
give it
for
to
them to
us.
say, hey, check out this wild shit.
Oh, it's
Test
just
it
some
out.
unconventional shit that we probably don't even ask for,
Give
and they
us
just give it to us.
feedback and let us know what you think. They're
Okay.
probably gonna make it's all PvP content. Okay.
Well, I need my PvP fix. That's why I
I
tend to
get
play.
it. Everybody
I
needs their
need
PvP fix.
Where are the new raids? Where are they?
They're not coming
basement.
anytime soon.
In the
big
basement, bro.
fella.
I don't want raid layers.
No,
I
look.
want a new raid.
Let me ask you a question. Do you think they're gonna take the same path as they did with Destiny 1 with the Taken King? That they're gonna have a Taken King
Well,
for Destiny 2?
I think the biggest situation, like I told him about last week, is
You
the
can't
fact that
take the
this
king again after he was taken
this
once.
this raid that they made is the map itself, as far as where it's located, is so huge as far as where it is, and then how it has like these secret areas, has the basements, it has these different areas that they're basically just taking this whole thing and that whole area and just adding new content into there or and taking it different places
This is my thing.
inside of that area.
I don't want to play in that area anymore.
And I don't blame you. I'm just going based off of what I'm seeing so far.
Anymore. I wish they would take the Taken King approach. I wish they would just
That was the
drop
best approach they
something
had.
that's just new and fresh. Give us a new enemy.
That was
Give us a new enemy.
Hey, hold on.
That was weird.
So one of their items for the roadmap for July. All right, other than the
Other than the
Ew.
seasonal event and bounties and the expansion 1 and 2 to the Raid Lair Prestige. They're bringing PC Clan text chat. And year 1 triumphs. Year 1 triumphs are exactly what we did in year 1. In year 1 Destiny, they're bringing back all the... You remember the book, right?
Yeah.
All right, they're bringing something similar to that. Like, oh, you did this, you're a boss, great. You remember before we started that book, they brought the triumphs in and more exotic armor sandbox changes. I don't give a shit about
Nobody
that.
cares
I
about
want new content.
Look.
I want new, better
No,
content.
hold on. This is what Bungie did. They took your socks from you and they washed them and they gave them back to you and said, "Hey,
Don't give me no
these are
bullshit
newer,
analogy.
better socks. Why? Because we washed them.
'Cause we
no,
washed them and
motherfucker,
And there
that
was.
is wrong.
You know
There
what? That
was.
was a good
There was,
example
Jay.
there.
A bullshit analogy right there in front of us.
I don't know that. I feel like that analogy definitely explained what's going on. What they doing.
Don't
Though.
gas this man up on his bullshit analogy.
I don't know. I feel like no.
I'll throw a
That
Zaxby's
analogy
fry
was
at you,
that because
bro.
they were reskinning everything.
No,
so
they-
basically,
no.
when they washed it, that's basically them
Absolutely,
reskinning
absolutely.
it.
You're right.
How is the sock analogy bad? You guys are pieces
It
of
was
shit.
terrible.
I don't know. I
You
feel
know what
like
he
the sock
should've said?
analogy
He
could have been
should've-
something else.
He
but-
should have said they took one of your white T-shirts and
I'm gonna-
dipped it in paint and tied.
I'm gonna give you an analogy. I'm gonna give you an analogy.
Should have
You
tie-dyed
know, we got a table. It's
your-
got
your
4
white
legs.
t-shirt.
You know, you
Hold
you
on,
know,
hold on.
the
Pause,
table. The table.
pause,
The
pause,
table. Don't
pause.
don't
No,
pause me in the
pause,
middle of my analogy.
Pause. Since when the fuck do tables have 4 legs?
Shut up. Listen, I'm gonna
They
give
have
you an.
4 legs in the
I'm
top.
gonna give you an analogy.
4 legs in the top.
The table has 4 legs. I goddamn
And a top.
put a coaster under one leg. Now the table's wobbly. You fucked it up.
No, you fucked it up. You put the coaster under the table leg. Okay?
You know what?
You fucked it up.
You know what? Since we, oh, I'm sorry. Did I-
No, go
did
ahead.
I-
Go ahead.
State
Oh
of
no,
Decay?
I was kind of. I was actually going to segue into something that we might actually be
State
interested
of
in.
Decay.
No, we're gonna hold that. I'm talking
We
about the
can't
division.
hold it.
The division 2.
Nobody cares.
What?
What?
Oh, you're a flex. You are a flex.
Okay.
I know, I'm flexing
All right,
so hard.
Oh, I was about to say.
With the Division 2, I never played the first one.
Oh,
except for
my
the
God.
beta.
Oh,
Except for the
God,
beta.
Here we
Oh
go.
my God.
And
You're tripping.
His face hit
Look,
the floor.
the
He was tripping
division
so hard.
is it has its faults, and the thing is, Massive was definitely man enough to admit it, and they actually fixed it.
But they
it was a little
fixed that
too
game
too
so
little
much.
too late. But
And that's why I never played it.
They actually announced it, and for the people that came back, enjoy it more than what it was
on.
before.
But they fixed that game so much that it's a complete game now.
Yeah,
it may
it
not
definitely
have
is.
been.
If you go back and play it now, Jay, it is a game.
It is
It is a
legit
game worth
full
your
game, and
$20.
It's
totally worth it.
Totally
Well, 'cause-
worth your $20.
Yeah, because that's how much it costs right about
Yeah,
now.
it's about $20.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
costs about $20.
I didn't know that.
And
20 bucks,
the
Division
DLC
is
that
worth
they
the game.
added is actually A+ content.
Prime.
But what
It's
I'm
good.
what I'm
It's
trying to get at is the fact that they just announced. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen. They just announced that before April 2019, the Division 2 will be out. Now, I'm not holding them to that because there's been plenty of situations where there has been delays. And like they always say, a delayed game is eventually good, but a rush game is forever bad. Now, with that being said,
Destiny
Mass-
2.
Massive has announced, taking into account that they messed up on the first one, and they're going to do everything that they can to make this one
You know what?
so much better.
You know what I'm tired
of?
of? I'm tired of games that are not dropping finished. Like, why?
You know
Why
why?
are we? We're at 54 minutes.
Because we're going to
Why?
test how long we can go.
They
How
probably
many
because
times
probably
are
the
we-
developers
how
probably
many-
get a
How many
deadline.
times are we gonna buy games?
People are
that
going to buy it
not
regardless. It's about
finished?
the name. It's not about the game. It's about the name. It's about the business. I've been saying this.
And the pre-orders too.
Check
The
Ark
pre-orders.
Survival. Check Ark Survival. That fucking game is still in beta,
And that game
and they
is
are
still selling.
And they are selling it. It's bullshit.
definitely.
And
it's about the money.
it's our fault as
$1,000
gamers.
bills,
It's
y'all.
our fault as gamers for buying shit like
And
that.
how do you propose we take that back?
The only time we ever together as gamers,
Oh,
a community,
collectively.
ever decided, yo, that's fucked up, was Battlefront 2.
Dude, and I was so surprised.
That was the first time. That was the first time that we
And
actually,
here's
as a
where I'm
community,
gonna-
took a stand.
No, hold on. Here's where I'm going to run that back. You know what fucks that up? everybody in the gaming community doesn't take a stand. And like you said, other than Battlefront 2, they don't take a stand. Because you know what? We don't have a unified voice. We don't have somebody saying, hey, why the fuck are we doing this?
Well, there was that
Hey,
one guy who actually ran the numbers and called them out on that bullshit. And like me, I like to look at Reddit a lot. Reddit, there's a lot of fuckery that goes on Reddit.
Don't
but
go to the dark side of
at the
Reddit.
same time, there's a lot of good content on there, and I feel like that's where the movement actually started because somebody ran the numbers as far as how long it would take and called them out on their bullshit, and we ran with it, and we actually stuck to our guns, and it was so great. Like
it was a good feeling.
It's in a matter of a couple of hours.
you know what?
I was proud.
You need to have a voice, and you need to unify.
I
think us as a people, we're not unified, and we don't know how to unify.
It's like a lot of people say. It's like a lot of YouTubers and a lot of podcasters say. You have to vote with your wallet.
Absolutely.
That is the only way that we can get something. Look at Ubisoft. They annualized Assassin's Creed.
Mm-hmm.
Guess when they stopped? When we stopped buying it.
Oh, that's when they took a year off.
When we hurt their pockets, they said, "Okay, cool. They don't like trash, so let's go back and figure out what we did wrong."
And that's the problem.
And then they came up with Syndicate, which is one of the best games they made. And then they dropped. And then after Syndicate
Did you
was
not enjoy
Origins.
Syndicate, Jay?
Origins is definitely the best Assassin. I haven't played it yet, but from what I've heard, it is the best Assassin's Creed to ever be released.
So in regards to Syndicate and Origins, Syndicate was already in the pipeline before they started deciding to make it a 2-year or
I'm pretty sure it
3-year.
was because they've always done that. That's their formula.
Right.
No.
And
Hey, Jay, pause real quick. I really just wanted to see if I can get you twice on a
Come on,
podcast.
And
He got
with Syndicate, it was an okay game. I didn't really like the combat. I did like I can't even talk. Traversal in the game. But with Origins,
This guy.
Origins took Assassin's Creed to the next level.
Okay.
I think Origins was amazing. I like the way they implemented the Xbox One X and PS4 Pro enhancements for it. The HDR. Excuse me, I'm looking at Peyton
He's doing
twirling his beard. But anyways,
Little baby beard.
and with the story with Origins, I think it was great. So I can't wait to see what they come out next. According to rumors, it's going to be in Greece.
You need a scrunchie? You need a scrunchie? Okay. Sorry, Jay. Go ahead.
No, that's fine. I'm done with my piece.
Oh well, I will say just reiterating back on what you were back on as far as having a voice. If you guys didn't know, Angry Joe, he isn't as excited about this Call of Duty situation, and he called it out. And Activision has claimed his video twice. And they've been coming at him because he always is honest about what he feels about games.
Here's what I think about Angry Joe. I love Angry Joe. I watch him all the time. Let's stay clear of shouting out other YouTubers for a little bit.
You're absolutely right. I'm sorry.
But
You don't want to kill us dead in the water before we even start, man.
But
Well, I mean,
I
he's
think
already big. So.
I think
Pause.
Angry Joe comes at it from a different perspective. He comes at it from a more casual perspective. He's not the hardcore gamer we were talking about earlier.
Oh, I definitely can see that. A lot of
He's
times.
not the guy that goes out there. He definitely buys Call of Duty to review it every year because that's his job. But
Yeah.
does he play Call of Duty after that?
like actively.
does he play it after that? And the answer
Lots
is
of
no.
times he doesn't play after he does a review. Lots of times you'll never catch him playing.
The answer is probably no. And I think this Call of Duty is for the people who play Call of Duty. It doesn't matter what the Battle Royale mode is like. Is the multiplayer lit?
No, I was getting more at the fact that when we actually try to speak our voice, a lot of the big companies will try to shut us up.
Yeah,
lots
I mean,
of times.
but I think you
Absolutely.
also,
Especially the people who have voices, kind of
think-
like he does.
No, and you got to realize
and-
everything. No, hold on. Everything's about, hey, I sponsor you, or hey, I toss some money your way.
Nah,
You
I don't
mind-
really-
No, he
I don't
does.
really-
Lots of times he does.
No,
that.
he doesn't. I'm not saying everybody does.
What I'm saying is I've run a couple companies, and when I think about things, I think about it from a consumer standpoint, and I also thinking about it from a business standpoint because
saying-
there are two viewpoints. You can't always think about the consumer because you also have to think
gotta
about the
make money,
business.
too.
The business has to make money. So if if Treyarch decided, hey, we're not making a story mode because only 4% of people played it last time. Only 4% of people played our story last time.
Did they
we
give
waste,
you a
Continue
number?
to throw money.
we
at
No,
it.
hold
waste.
on.
We
Did
waste.
they give you a number on how many people purchased the game, or is there any way to
No,
to pull
that
up
is
that record?
that is Xbox, and then you also have to think Black Ops 3 didn't even have a story on 360.
No,
it
they didn't.
only had a story on Xbox One and PS4. They didn't put a
But
story out on
I would
on
love
PS3
to know
and
that
Xbox
number.
360.
I think
And
it's
here's
more the fact
hold
that
on.
people are scared that it's going to become another Titanfall 1.
I don't think that I don't think that
It doesn't
matters.
matter.
I think that's what some people were scared of. Scared of.
It does not matter.
Titanfall shouldn't have done that because it was a new IP. Call of Duty can get away with that because we know what that game is. We know what that is. It's an esport game. It's a game that everybody
It's
plays.
consistency in the game.
Call of Duty is Call of Duty. It doesn't matter which Call of Duty you're playing. It's Call of Duty. If it's jetpacks,
It's consistent.
whatever. If it's boots on the ground, it's Call of Duty. It always plays really similar.
But here's what I'm saying. Hold on.
Angry Joe is mad about the story, and you guys, and I'm not saying your argument isn't valid. I think the stories are good in Call of Duty, but we are the minority, and they cannot play to the minority because that does not make them money.
Here's what I'm saying. I would like to know what that number is, that 4% or that 20%, because you know what? That is a big deciding factor in sales. That is a big deciding factor in their bottom line and revenue, because a lot of that goes back into research and development to understand and how to break down and how to make a game better.
And I pay attention to all these the hires and fires and what systems damn, I'm brain fart.
Hey, by the way,
what companies are downsizing or whatever? Treyarch has not had that. Treyarch has not had.
Either way, we're gonna roll
cut.
away from them for real quick. Kingdom Hearts 3.
Kingdom Hearts 3. We skipped something, dog.
No, I don't care what we skip. Kingdom Hearts 3. Roll it.
Looks
Oh, my
dope.
baby.
Looks
My baby.
dope. Looks
I've been
fucking
waiting for you for
dope.
so long.
Hey, listen. Don't talk into the mic like that to
No.
me. I don't like it.
My
Look,
baby.
I don't like
you are
that.
not
my
allowed
baby.
to sweet talk anybody.
Don't talk
Look,
in the
especially
mic like that.
Look, when Milton sent that picture with
Bros.
the throwback of Kingdom Hearts 2. Oh my God.
Brost.
Salud. Listen, you play JD. You play Kingdom Hearts?
I actually never played any one of them.
He's not. Jay's not a JRPG guy.
He's not.
That and
What?
I never owned the PS2, so I never really had the opportunity.
Wait, hold on.
Travesty.
Why
A
are we
travesty.
adding him
Never
as a
owned
guest?
a PS2.
I chose the GameCube over the.
I
PS2.
apologize.
You chose a GameCube over.
Hold on.
a
GameCube was pretty lit.
It was buzzing, but it wasn't
GameCube was lit.
PS2.
Sonic.
You also
Yeah.
got to consider that I was a kid, so I didn't know about
But
things like that.
GameCube is no PS2, my guy. Like
I agree.
that's.
Hey,
I
I
feel like
will
that's
say
too
this.
different.
I will say this. You didn't play Kingdom Hearts. You have to give Kingdom Hearts 3 a chance. Because
I feel like he should play
I
Kingdom
don't-
Hearts 2.
Hold on, no.
Yeah, he
Here's
should
the
play
reason.
Kingdom Hearts 2.
He
Yeah,
should.
yeah.
He should. If he doesn't want to, that's fine. Everybody's
Yeah,
entitled
but
to
I
their
feel like
own
he won't
opinion.
be on the same level as us, or
But
have that
here's-
much of a gratification and appreciation for it if you don't.
Yeah.
Here- no. Hold on.
From what I've heard about
And there's backwards
everyone,
compatibility that they have for when they kind of. No, I'm talking about for PlayStation. He owns a PlayStation. For to be able to replay those stories and everything like that. So I really think just at least seriously consider it. Seriously consider.
Are you interested in Disney movies?
Yes.
Do you like them? Do they
Yes.
just capture your attention?
Yes.
Myself as a 90s kid, okay? I loved Disney movies and I
VHS.
still watch them. Look,
I do too.
I'm in my mid-20s, okay?
Mm-hmm.
My fiance loves to watch Disney movies, and everything about that game is like 80s and 90s blot out, okay?
All right.
You have to give it a chance.
Yeah, I mean, like I said,
But it's got that Final Fantasy feel to it. Too,
No, it's
a little bit.
yeah, it does have that Final Fantasy feel to it, but hey, do not feel pressured
Yo,
to play
he's
number
done.
2.
He's eating his beard. He's done.
Hey,
He's
I've done the same thing. Shut up. Okay? Look,
Get the fuck out of my
play the
face.
second one if you want to. You don't have to.
So
play
what about the first
third
one?
one.
The first one was definitely good. I'm just saying, I don't want you to have to go that far back.
The first one is their test trial.
Yeah.
The second one, they really
like
got
they
their,
went
they got their
all out
stride.
on
They
the
got their
second
stride.
one.
the
Like
second one.
they just went bonkers.
Okay.
with the second one.
I
It is
mean,
so much fun.
And I feel like you really should.
You
give
could
it a shot,
you could
man.
YouTube Kingdom Hearts 1
yeah.
and then play Kingdom Hearts 2.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say. Is if I could just YouTube.
Yeah,
Kingdom
if
Hearts
you
1 and
want
2,
to,
you know?
if you want to, that's fine. But I was just saying that just really consider it because it's definitely like worthy games. Definitely top 5.
Okay.
As far
Alright.
as when it comes
Yeah,
to PlayStation.
Like I said, I mean, I've heard everyone talking about Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, and even those what spin-offs, I guess 2.5 and
Don't worry about those.
Yeah,
Okay.
don't worry about those. And like Birth by Slave, you don't gotta worry about those.
Okay.
And if, well, I mean, I'm saying for him,
Have you played Birth by Sleep?
I have played. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm saying for him, he doesn't. And like, I'm not even gonna lie. Kingdom Hearts is the most confusing story you ever hear in your whole
more than
entire
Metal
life.
Gear.
It is.
Yes.
It is
What?
like
Yes.
it makes Metal
More than
Gear
Metal
seem like a
Gear?
Dr.
Yes.
Seuss book.
So
bro.
crazy.
I'll tell you
It
why.
makes
I'll tell you
Metal
why.
Gear seem like a Dr. Seuss
Hold on,
book.
I'll tell you why. Because they don't have it on one console. You have to play it on PlayStation, then play it on DS, then go back to PlayStation,
don't forget,
then go back to DS, then go to PSP, then go to
Game Boy Advance
Game
for,
Boy Advance, and then
Dude.
And then you gotta draw it on rocks to keep playing it.
I'm
All right,
telling
like
you,
this shit is crazy.
Like
but
this
it's fun.
story is like all over the place. I think they didn't even know what they were
they
talking about at
have
one point.
mainline games, but even if you just play the mainline, you'll still be missing shit.
And you'll still be somewhat confused. I mean, there's those YouTube videos where they give you like a 30-minute rundown,
Right,
And
yes.
like, for people that actually played the game, sometimes they're still a little fuzzy on certain things, so they'll watch it and like things that you didn't even know that actually happened and connect them. Can you stop my G? See, you cut off too. You're cut
Sorry.
off too.
You're cut off. Stop
when you
drinking.
when you go through the rundown, there are some mind blowing things, and there's still also those like, what are you talking about?
Right.
So
Okay.
Update: I haven't checked the Metacritic of State of Decay until just now. They've got 20,
That's what we missed.
They've got 22 mixed reviews and
What's the
21 positive. It's down to 68.
oh, it was like at 71, right?
It was.
at
It's down,
71
it's
at
down to
first.
68,
Nah,
dog.
Hit us with a couple.
Dude.
So
I wanted this to work so bad. I wanted this game to work. For a $30 game, it looked like it was supposed to be a little bit
every
more than
review
what it was.
kind of says it's a good game, but it's glitchy. But it goes from like one company said like it's a 9 out of 10. I'm like, you're
Yeah, I did see one. They just, I feel like they might have been paid off compared because of how many reviews gave it such lower scores.
So I think this is a good segue to go into like whether we should trust reviews or not.
That's a good. That's
With-
good.
It's
with-
opinionated.
Yes, it's opinionated and it's $30. Come on, it's early access.
$10 for us, but $30 for the person who
Yeah,
doesn't want to
and-
invest in Game Pass.
and it's meant to be a management game. It's not even an action game. It's meant to be a management game.
But I kind of like those types of games.
Yeah.
It's an interactive management game.
exactly.
And what you do affects outcome. And the fact of so many variables as far as like the characters that you have. And I like that permadeath type of thing.
Yes,
where if
exactly.
people in your camp die, they're dead
Dead,
for good.
exactly. If
and
you
I like
die,
that.
you're dead forever.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I like that. I like that idea.
Yes.
And I've always gravitated towards that sort of
I
thing.
personally don't think that
I-
you die forever, and the reason that I think that is because, like,
You haven't
bro,
played it.
dust,
be quiet.
dust. You're
be
not
quiet.
really dead.
Be quiet.
Okay,
Can you
Be quiet.
shut up?
don't tell me how to.
I
live
like
my
State of
life.
Decay for $10 for Game Pass. I think it's lit. I think it's dope. I don't really go off what reviewers say. I think when it comes to reviewers, you have to know when it comes to finding a review that you like or that you're gonna latch onto, you have to find a reviewer that caters to you personally.
And even that creates bias.
And even that creates bias. Absolutely. But every reviewer is a little bit different. That's why, I can't stand the argument of, IGN's trash. They gas up reviews. I think it's per reviewer. Every reviewer isn't going to review the game the same way. That's just the way it is. I think you really have to do your research on who you're going to listen to when it comes to certain reviews and when it comes to certain things. I listen to a bunch. I'm not going to talk about them here because our channel's so small. I'm not going to just be promoting people. But I listened to a bunch of reviews from a bunch of different places just to hear all the negatives about the game. And really what I've brought in about this game is it's glitchy. And you know, it just is what it is. It's more State of Decay, which isn't a bad thing. Like, State of Decay made a specific game. They made it better than it was last time. They gave you more shit to do. And here's State of Decay 2. Play it. Have fun.
And just give your own, you know, just see for yourself if you actually end up liking it or not. Because everybody's got their own personal views. You might end up liking something that everybody else doesn't like.
And listen, I mean, with glitches can be fixed with updates. You know,
But at the same time, I kind of say that, you know, I get where people are coming from. Like, you should have those glitches fixed by now.
Right. Take a look at what was it? Assassin's Creed Unity.
Oh, you know what? I've always wanted Assassin's Creed to be somewhat of a multiplayer game, as far as, like, you know, multiple assassins doing these activities or quests, as far as having to work in unison,
like
and
co-op,
together and
right?
everything like that. Yeah.
Okay.
And I've always dreamed of that. And when they brought out Unity, I was like, great. But it was so glitchy.
It was so glitchy at the time, but
glitchy.
go back now. It's really
dead.
good. But it's dead. Yes, I agree.
That's the sad part about it.
I played it I finished it maybe 2 years after it came out, and you can still find people playing co-op on
I was thinking about
Unity.
going back to it just to try.
You should. I think you should. Me personally, I enjoyed it. It gave a more realistic look in terms of, like, the fighting, the people, the city. I think Unity was ahead of its time, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that I will say that. But when it comes to, like, the glitchy situation, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon, they came out with another beta like a week before it actually dropped, and it was so glitchy. Like, why are you about to drop this game like 7 days? And because thing is, I know, because Peyton, you played with me. I think it was you and somebody else. We all played together, and you was like, "Oh, I can see this being a good game, you know, in a while." And he was like, "When did you know? It's kind of glitchy and everything like that, but you know, I feel it has potential." And then you were like, "When is it coming out?" I was like, "In like 7 days," and you just start busting out laughing because you were like, "This is the most ridiculous shit I've ever seen."
I'm not with the game's not fire right now, but it'll be fire in a couple of months. I just can't stand that argument.
No, it's not a cool idea. It's definitely not. It's not like
I don't think it bodes well for State of Decay to have this many mixed reviews.
No. Especially with it being an exclusive that they were relying on.
Yeah,
and Xbox has not had
to
a lot
have
of good exclusives.
Man, they've not. But you know what? I think they're really just ramping up for the next thing. I think they're really just putting. I think they're putting their feet in the sand and digging in and saying, "Hey, this is what we're gonna be doing from now on. Our next console is really gonna set it on fire."
And real quick, before we jump into the next thing, here's what I gotta say about that. Hey, you know, I've got this really cool thing, but you don't think it's cool. I've got another cool thing, but you don't think it's cool. I got another cool thing, but you don't think it's cool. Yeah, I get that they're ramping up for the next big thing, but they're not creating any traction at all. So even if they come out with the next big thing, I don't feel like it's going to hit and have a big enough impact. It's not going to have a big enough impact.
I think they're waiting for the right climate because we know what happens when PlayStation wins. They get their heads get big. And I think they might
Thing
be.
is, they've held that title for quite a bit now.
Who?
Very
PlayStation.
long
No,
time.
they've held it for one generation.
That's what I'm saying. For quite a, I mean,
They- PS2 they were on top.
360 came out.
PS2
they
they
smashed them.
No, PS2 they were on top.
And
PS3
when
they were down.
PS3 came out. They
Oh, so you
their-
think
their head
it's
was
going to be a
huge.
recurring thing?
They had so much money up their ass that they didn't know what to do with it, and they dropped a console at a crazy price. And at the conference they said, "Hey, it's $600. Buy it." Just like how Xbox, when 360 was popping, they said, "Hey, the Xbox One is for people who can afford it." They said that. They said Xbox 360. We have a console for people who don't have internet connection. It's called Xbox 360. They said that. That's something they said.
That's mad disrespectful.
That's something they
That's
said.
so disrespectful.
When companies get money, they get so
they
gassed
get
up.
gassed up.
They get gassed up, man.
They got gassed
and
up,
I think
and they got
Xbox-
dropped.
I think Microsoft.
But at the same time, I think PlayStation, from the PlayStation 3, the first actual, the big heavy one that felt like it was 20 plus pounds, where you could actually hack it, and add a whole bunch of different to it.
Nope.
Nope.
Because guess what? They're putting you in jail. They're putting you in jail for that.
Yo, Fortnite's doing the same shit. They'll put you in jail, bro.
PlayStation was straight up
originally when
suing
it
you.
happened, no, they wasn't coming after people.
They took GeoHot down.
I mean, obviously they
there was a
patched
lot
that
of
when they
losses.
came
We,
out.
we were talking about this. We were
either
talking about
way.
this Rocksteady Superman earlier today. I personally think that it would be fantastic.
this little
Same
talking about before,
developers
Jay.
as what? Batman?
Batman.
Arkham.
I
Yeah.
think it would be amazing.
Jay and I were talking about this earlier today.
If Rocksteady could come up with a way to make Superman feel good, play good, and not give us any of the gimmicky shit that comes along with Superman.
All I'm saying is I
think it
do
could
want
be
some
awesome.
trash ass graphics where you just jump off something crazy. And
Well, no,
fuck
like
something
because you
up.
guys always talked about how the flying component, especially for that game,
Well, it's-
was on
look.
point. But as far as like everything
No.
else,
Here's the
was
thing:
garbage.
the flying component is wonderful. We can do it in real life.
It's wonderful.
But in video games, it can be very difficult or it can be very easy. GTA makes it somewhat difficult. Okay, you have to play it a lot to be good at it. Certain games just kind of like let you point and shoot, essentially, when it comes to flying. And it's not the same thing. There's not consistency in the flying aspect of things. It can be extremely difficult or it can just be overplayed and cheesy.
I just want to say that the Superman Returns game, the one that was based on the 2006 movie, the flying aspect in that game is really, really, really good, in my opinion. And everything else is mediocre, but the way they made you, the sonic booms, and it's multiple sonic booms. You go into stage 1 sonic boom, you're going fast. Stage 2, you're going faster. Stage 3 sonic boom, you're going the fastest. I think they should implement that into if this is, the rumors are true or not. I think they should implement that in some sort of way, especially with the Man of Steel movies that are out, or movie that is out right now. And the fact that the rumors point to it being tied to the Arkham series opens up so much more stories to be able to tell with that. And it probably eventually leading up to a Justice League game sometime in the far future.
Okay.
I'm just in the camp of if Rocksteady does this, I have full faith that they're gonna
Knock it out the park.
Yeah, they're gonna knock it out of the park. They're not gonna give us any cheesy stuff. I think flying. The thing is, Superman is such a OP character.
But it's like it's so OP. Sometimes it gets kind of stale, doesn't it?
Well, no. You have to think that even in the beginning, Superman and the Goku Superman thing is what I always go back to. Is Goku can always break his limits, but Superman was never given any. He was never given any limits. There are we don't actually know what
If he has a
Superman,
limit.
what he's capable of, because
Weaknesses, but not limits.
he's
Wait.
got kryptonite, but we don't actually know. It's
And
never
magic.
been put down in a comic what he could actually do when he really decides to
Wait.
let loose. We've
So-
seen Injustice where he will just kill you.
Hold on. So when we get the video working, could we get some puppets and make
Go
a
away.
fight?
Go away. Go away.
Yo, Rafa, you is feeling yourself.
What's wrong with
right
this
now.
man, dog?
You know,
Yeah,
you let
but
me drink. I start talking wild, bro.
I think Rocksteady could really give us something special, and they've been so quiet for so long. It has to be what they're working.
They probably would've-
They're
they
working
probably
on.
been
They're
working
working
on
on
this.
something. Even if it's not Superman, I don't care what they're working on. Whatever Rocksteady's doing, it's gonna
gonna
be
be good.
awesome, and I cannot wait to see it, whether it's Superman or not.
It's gonna be great because of the display that they gave us with Arkham Asylum.
And let's all remember in Arkham Knight, there was that Lex
Knight.
Luthor dialogue in that the voicemail that he left Bruce Wayne in the game. So I mean, that's already a tie right there.
Okay, if you guys don't mind, I just wanted to quickly.
What
I
you
know
got?
it's
What you
not
got?
on-
What
I
you
know
got?
it's not on the doc.
What you got?
The Marvel project that Square Enix is coming out with.
Oh yeah.
There's been like some speculation, and I know how you guys feel about speculation. If it's
Boy
not
does
set
not
in
like to
stone,
speculate.
But just some of the rumors have been talking about, it might be along the lines of, not everybody has the time for MMOs like they used to nowadays.
True.
So they're thinking it might be more along the lines as far as what Anthem, Destiny, and The Division are trying to do, where it gives somewhat of that RPG MMO feel, but set in the Marvel universe to where it has some aspects maybe like DC Universe, where you're not playing as Thor, but has some type of
Somebody
features.
really needs to pick that up, that DC Universe thing. DC Universe is just old now, I think.
But
I think
they
maybe,
had a great formula.
I think
It was
maybe
so
if they did
smart.
a DC Universe 2, it was so smart. Let me create my superhero, but don't restrain me to fire,
Here's
ice,
the thing.
electricity, nature. Like
It's not just special. It's not just speculation. They signed a deal.
of course, but we don't know what it is.
We don't know
We have
exactly
no idea what it is.
No.
But if it's anything like Marvel and what the hell they do, it's gonna be multiple games over a variation of time.
I would be fine
they
with
did
one.
say it has it's going to be something that you can be able to play for a very long experience. I can't
Long
even fucking,
experience of time.
a long period of time.
A long period
extended
of
amount of
time?
time.
There you go.
Yeah.
You got it. You got
There
it.
we go.
Extension of amount of
Words.
time that is extended.
Words.
Okay, words apparently.
But yeah, I just wanted to quickly go over that because if it is anything similar to what the speculations are, I'd be really excited about that. If it gives more of that RPG feel, but some of the elements like DC Universe, I'm all for it.
Square Enix has always provided us with great content. Okay?
Except when Final Fantasy's trash.
Which
Which one?
The last one.
The
Oh,
Last
15?
of Us?
15.
Oh, okay.
Hey, they coming out with
Hey,
new content for
look,
14, right?
I don't
Eventually,
care.
hey,
I
look.
did see that.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to get dragged
I
back
think
in.
I'm
I'm not going to
Eventually,
get
I
dragged
think I'm
back
gonna
in.
have
you
to
do
bring it
something long enough, eventually it loses its flavor. Okay? That's what happens to any good show that goes on for too long, any good game that goes on for too long, any good movie.
They didn't. In Final Fantasy, my problem with Final Fantasy 15 is they did not give me a reason to give a fuck about
And
that
how
world.
long was this game talked about?
10 years.
10 years, exactly.
10 years. 10 years.
I mean, I get it, but you do anything long enough, eventually it loses its flavor.
10.
Man.
It was
10 whole years
It was
we
in
waited for that
production
game.
for 10 plus years.
I get it, but 10 years is a long time. You lose your vision. You lose your drive.
It got revamped twice or two.
Okay,
two
yeah,
or three
it got
times.
revamped. It probably changed a whole bunch of people in when they were constructing, building, designing, whatever.
So, with Square Enix being said, do you guys want to segue into E3?
No, I would like to finish with E3.
I mean, that's
I mean, what else do we got?
I mean, we got you, big boy. What's good?
I mean, E3.
All right, roll it.
So, Square Enix announced that they're gonna do like a Nintendo Direct kind of thing with E3. Pre-recorded and
I mean, that's kind of their
Sure, what they
formula,
got.
what they always tend to do a lot.
Typical.
They come out with Nintendo Directs like out of the blue, out
I'm
of
all
nowhere. half the
for
time.
the pre-recorded thing, the live thing, the live thing.
Like we tired of the awkward pauses,
Bro, the
and
live-
the
the-
cringiness.
The live thing doesn't
shit
work.
Ish
The live
together,
thing,
man.
look, I thought it was weird at first when Nintendo started doing the thing. I was like, oh yeah, this is lit though. This is way more lit.
Oh,
than,
that's so smart, and they don't have to worry about anybody's responses or anything like that. It's just boom, boom, bam. Like, this is what's coming out. This is coming out next. All right, we're done, and it's there for you
I
to
don't
go through it yourself.
I don't know if anyone else agrees with me, but Ubisoft is always the awkward. Awkward.
No,
They
lots of
had
times
Jason Derulo out there singing the worst he's ever sang in his whole life. He was off key. He wasn't dancing to the beat.
So what you're saying is,
Man,
I don't know. I feel like EA be doing that too, with like
His
the 2K
trumpets didn't
games
go?
and everything like that.
Need for
too.
Speed's
Yeah, Need for-
introduction.
Oh, what was the
Wait,
guy's
wait.
name?
Wait, the soccer guy?
No,
They
we're
had-
talking about.
No, it wasn't him. It's somebody else.
One year they had a guy, an old ass dude that's not playing soccer in 13 years of his life. He's fucking barely alive, talking about soccer and how it's his heartbeat. Dog, I had to turn it off. I had to just come back to it a little bit later. He was at the end of his life.
But Monnier, I know who you're talking about, Monnier. I know who you're
Yeah,
talking
it was
about.
Jesse. I think it was dude's name Jesse.
He was like a voice actor in the new game or something.
he's real popular on YouTube,
Yes.
and I think they just threw him up there. He didn't even get to rehearse his line. They had to have somebody
Dude,
come and save him.
yo.
Dude was just like froze.
Did you see the guy from No Way Out before No Way Out? He was like, "Fuck EA." He was just on there like, "Yo, fuck EA, fuck all the things they're doing." Yo, and EA's making his fucking game.
He didn't say fuck EA. He said fuck the Oscars.
Oh,
He said fuck the Oscars. He said
yeah.
fuck the Oscars. And
Oh man.
EA didn't even make a dime on his game. They just published it just because it was an indie game.
What game was that?
Might
No
as
Way
well.
Out.
No Way Out.
Yeah.
Might as well.
And turns out that game was good.
Yeah.
As a co-op game. And if you do purchase that game, you get a token to whoever you want to give it to as well. And they're your co-op partner.
I think what is it, Brandon?
I have it.
Oh, you have it?
Tone, let me get it.
Wait. So
Okay.
you have it on what?
I have the disc.
On
PS4.
PlayStation? Okay, cause he kind of left me
Wait,
high and
wait,
dry.
wait.
He was like, "Hey man,
Podcast.
just download
So you got it
this." and-
tonight?
Nah, not tonight.
Trash,
dog.
bro. Keep
He
going.
was like, "Hey man, just download it and I'll play it with you." That was like 2 weeks ago. My J. I've had that thing downloaded, just sitting there.
Anything else
played
going
you.
on for E EA?
I mean, we're trying to,
Oh,
we're trying to get our like 6 followers to, watch us. We're gonna
11. Oh no, 6
I don't know how many it is.
subscribers, 11
Six-
views.
We're trying. We're
okay.
gonna host.
We're
some.
thinking
We're
about-
gonna
yeah.
host E3 on Twitch.
gonna
Hopefully,
make the attempt.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Monday looks like it's gonna be the biggest lineup though, cause it's got
Monday,
you got PC, you got Nintendo, you
I
also
can do
have
Monday.
PlayStation.
I could do
and
Monday.
then-
Not at 1
But the
o'clock,
thing
I
is, it
can't.
starts at 1 o'clock though.
Wait.
It's at 1 o'clock. Is what
Sony?
they said.
No, I'm talking about as far as what Monday is going.
No.
on.
What time is Monday showing?
Um,
Actually, roll
which
back.
one? Which one on
Hey,
Monday?
we'll talk about this later outside of the podcast.
well, no,
Either
I
way,
was. PlayStation is at 6 p.m.
look.
Normal time.
Either way, for our viewers, we're gonna
try and host it
and
and watch the stream and do our reactions at the same time. That'd be cool.
we'd love for you to come in and watch. Anybody who's got any that likes to watch us so far, please feel free to come watch us.
I mean, but if we
You
we
haven't
post
you
this-
haven't watched us yet because we don't have any video, but we're working on it. We're working
We're
on
working
if
on
we-
it.
if we-
Hopefully, we'll run it
I
all
mean,
out
you
all
never
together.
know.
You'll get to see what we look like. We're all very short people.
I see a lot of people instead of Twitch streaming it, they tend to post it up on the tube. And so
And that's
what
fine.
we could end
What
up
I wanna-
doing
what I
is
wanna
not
do is-
looking at anything, and we can give our raw reactions later on in the day.
What I want to do is host it. You're gonna how you can like host the stream.
Yeah.
I want to host E3 and then have it up there and have our reactions
No,
live.
and I'm cool for Friday, Saturday,
that would be
Sunday.
dope.
I may not be
Well,
able
I'm
to
just
do
saying
Monday.
everybody's looking at their own
It's at
thing
1 o'clock.
live, and so they might not even be looking at us. It
Yeah.
was just more of the fact that
I was thinking more of have a pre-show.
Right.
Look at the shows that they have on offer that day, and then have a post-show afterwards, and we take notes and
we'll figure it out. We can always talk about that a little bit later.
Absolutely,
but,
figure it out. We just want to be transparent with what we got going on.
But yeah, at the end of the day, I think that for the most part, that was majority of the news.
Yeah.
As far as
That's-
what went on this week.
That's really all we got this week.
So,
you know,
no. Before we finish,
you got more?
anybody got any crazy stories? Anything
I
that
don't have
happened
no
this week?
stories.
Nothing going to. I mean, because everybody.
Oh, I do have one story.
Hit it.
So, middle of the week this week, I'm on my Switch. I'm like, man, I'm gonna play some Rocket League because I love Rocket League. Y'all know I love Rocket League. And I get on ranked. I'm like, oh man, everybody on here is trash, right?
I see where this is
So
going.
I call Rafa and I'm like, yo, everybody on Switch on Rocket League is trash.
Super trash.
Let's run it.
Let's double up and run it up.
Double.
Bro, we got on there and just ran it up for like 5 games.
Now hold on. With that being
Oh, I
said,
thought y'all was about to get slaughtered.
we
No,
hit our
no.
second to last game, right? And Peyton was talking to his wife, and I was fucking around outside just doing whatever. And it was real funny because they got a goal. They got like 1 or 2 goals, and we were like, nah, we ain't sweating it. So we got like a minute left in the game, and they got like 2 goals, let's say, all right? All of a sudden, we're like, boom, 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 go, 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 go. Like, nah, they ain't gonna win. Stop playing with
Abusing
me.
them, dog. And you know
Abusing.
what? It's so wrong, but it feels so right.
I feel like give them a little
broken.
bit more time.
They're
and
not even-
somebody's gonna get
it's
real
broken.
nice.
Yo.
Nah. You know
humble
why?
I've
y'all.
run into some nice people on there, but they're not even like flying. They're not flying yet. And I can
You know
fly.
how long? You know how long it took for people on
Nah.
I can
PlayStation.
fly.
You know why? You know why I'm not forgiving? Because when we got on PlayStation, we played in the beginning and we were rocking.
Nobody was trying to forgive us.
Nobody was forgiving us, right? We were rocking, we were rolling. You know what? We came back like a month later.
And it was just a whole new game.
I don't know what happened. I really don't. It's like we went from Midgard to Nilfheim. Shit didn't make sense.
Basically.
It did not make sense. It was
You're like,
so
who are
broken.
these people? Like, whose man
So
is this?
broken. Whose man's is this?
Like,
You know what I'm saying? So it was so broken, but it was so crazy, and that's why I will not be forgiving. Do not catch me on the Switch unless
Don't
you're
catch me on the Switch.
crazy.
You know? But that's all we got for this week, you know?
Hey,
Give us some feedback. You know, we're still new at this, and any constructive criticism is welcome. Give us a like, subscribe, hit the bell on our
bell.
YouTube channel. We're trying to get all our
what
shows
did they say?
updated
Smash that like button.
Smash that like button. We're trying to get all our shows on all the podcasts, but that's more difficult than we thought it was going to be. Well, I thought it was going to be.
Hey.
Hopefully, we'll have some videos soon. It's a work in progress. You got something you want to say?
Come
big
next
guy?
week. Come next week.
Yeah, I just want to say that I finally beat God of War, and I also saw Deadpool too. So
hey, hold on.
it's
I
a really
want you
good
to
game.
tell everybody
We're going
what
to talk
you told
about
me earlier.
Deadpool next week.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hold on, no, give it back
what's
to
he
him.
got?
Give
What's
it-
he got?
Give it back to him. So
What do you got, Rafa?
You beat the Queen of Valkyries
Yes,
Oh, we're not talking about.
Oh, you
Before
did. Oh, you
before
beat.
Peyton.
before paying.
Okay,
On hard.
you can pretend to end the show, but hey,
He's like, we're not straying away from you.
I haven't played God of War in 2 weeks.
I said cut it.
Anyways,
You need to cut it.
if you want to write into the show, go ahead and email us at kickbackgames101@gmail.com.
That's KICK
BACKGAMES@gmail. Oh shit,
101
101 at
gmail.com.
gmail.com. I
Come
fucked
on.
up because this guy's fucking with me. That's KICKBACKGAMES101@gmail.com.
.com.
Stop speaking to
You
the
know,
mic like that.
go ahead and put us a comment. We're gonna be trying to be reading them and
Just don't
commenting
flame us
and all
too
that.
hard, yo. Just don't
Flame us, cause I'll flame you right back.
Hey, either way, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. We are Kickback Games. I'm Rafa.
I'm J to the V to the M.
I'm Peyton.
Money, money.
Thank
And
you
we're
guys for
Kickback Games.
listening. Kickback
And don't
Games.
talk at the same time as me.
Hey,
Hey.
does you talk?
Just cut it. Just cut it.
Nah, that rolls. That rolls, bro.
shot. We need
Cut it.